I poured 5 quarts of filthy used motor oil into an empty shipping box, taped it shut, and set it right back on my doorstep. I knew exactly what was going to happen next. And honestly, I couldn't wait. If you've ever had something stolen right off your doorstep, you know that specific kind of rage. It's not just about the money. It's about feeling violated in your own home. Today's story is about a guy who got mad, got smart, and got even. If you love a good petty revenge story, hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around, because this one gets messy in the best possible way. Picture this. You live in an apartment complex in a city that isn't exactly known for its low crime rate. You are careful. You know the rules of living somewhere sketchy. You watch your surroundings. You don't leave your windows open at night. And when it comes to packages, you've got a system that's always worked. This building has a mailroom. A locked, secure mailroom where packages get delivered and held until you come grab them. For as long as our guy has lived there, every single delivery has gone straight inside. Amazon, FedEx, UPS didn't matter. The packages always ended up safe, behind a locked door, waiting for him. So when he ordered a replacement part for his car, he didn't think twice. It was a small thing. Just a $25 oil pressure sensor. Not flashy, not valuable to anyone except him. But his car needed it to run. Without that little sensor, his car wasn't going anywhere. He tracked the package like we all do. Watched it move closer and closer. And then, finally, the notification popped up. Delivered. He went down to the mailroom, expecting to see it sitting there like always. Nothing. He checked again. Still nothing. That's when the small knot of worry in his stomach started to tighten. He pulled up the delivery photo the driver had taken as proof of drop-off. And there it was. Not in the mailroom. Not anywhere near the building's secure entrance. The driver had left it outside, on the public sidewalk, in plain view of anyone walking by. His stomach dropped. In a city like this, leaving a package out in the open isn't just careless. It's basically an invitation. He threw on his shoes and rushed downstairs anyway. Some small part of him hoping the photo was outdated, hoping the package was still there, hoping he'd gotten lucky. He hadn't. The sidewalk was empty. No box, no sensor. Just the cold concrete where his package used to be. He stood there for a second, just staring at the spot, like maybe if he looked hard enough, it would magically reappear. It didn't, single quotes T. The anger crept up slow at first. A tight feeling in his chest. Then it built fast, like a pot of water going from simmered to a rolling boil in seconds. It wasn't really about the money. $25 isn't going to break anybody. But it was the principle of it. It was the disrespect. Somebody walked by, saw a package that wasn't theirs, and just took it. No hesitation. No second thought about who needed it or why. And the worst part, his car was completely useless without that sensor. He couldn't drive anywhere until he got a replacement, which meant more waiting, more money, more wasted time. All because some stranger decided his property was free for the taking. He kept thinking about the thief, imagining them tearing open the box, expecting some kind of jackpot. An iPad, headphones, maybe a new phone. Something they could flip for cash on the street in 10 minutes. Instead, they got an oil pressure sensor. A tiny, dull, completely useless piece of plastic and metal that means nothing to anyone except the person whose car needs it. He pictured the look on their face when they realized what they'd actually stolen. Probably confusion. Maybe a little embarrassment. Then straight into the trash it probably went. That image alone gave him a small flicker of satisfaction. But it wasn't enough. Not even close. The rest of that day, he tried to push it out of his head. He had errands to run, including changing the oil in his girlfriend's car, something he did regularly to save a little cash instead of paying a shop. He pulled the drain plug, let the old oil empty out into a used 5-quart jug like always, that thick, dark, gross-looking sludge that comes out of any engine after a few thousand miles. He capped the container and set it aside to take to the recycling center later, same as every other time. But this time, staring down at that jug of dirty oil, something clicked. A slow grin spread across his face. He thought about the porch pirate. He thought about the sidewalk where his package used to sit. He thought about how easy it had been for some stranger to just walk up, grab something that wasn't theirs, and disappear without a second thought. And then he thought, what if the next package wasn't quite so easy to take? He wasn't the type to call the cops over $25. He knew that would go nowhere. No camera footage clear enough to identify anyone. No real chance of getting his part back. And definitely no chance of catching whoever did it. But that didn't mean he had to just let it go either. Asterisk. He looked at the jug of used oil sitting there. Thick, dark, practically jet black after all those miles. And an idea started forming in his mind. One of those ideas that starts as a joke you tell yourself, and then slowly turns into something you're actually going to do. He grabbed an empty shipping box from his closet. One of those tall, narrow ones he'd been saving for who knows what. He looked at it, looked at the oil jug, and the picture came together perfectly in his head. This wasn't about getting his sensor back. That part was long gone. This was about something else entirely. This was about making sure the next person who decided to steal a package off that sidewalk got a surprise. They wouldn't forget. He worked carefully, almost methodically, like he was building something far more important than what it actually was. First, he grabbed an old shipping label from a different package and used a marker to cross out the name, smudging it just enough that it looked weathered, legitimate, like it had been sitting there a while. Then came the centerpiece. He took the cap off the oil container completely. Not loose, not just unscrewed a little, completely off. He wanted that oil ready to move the second the box tipped even slightly off balance. Asterisk. He placed the open, uncapped jug down into the tall box, nestling it upright so it would stay balanced as long as nobody touched it. But the second somebody picked it up and tilted it, even a little, gravity was going to do exactly what gravity does. He folded the top flaps of the box closed and ran a strip of shipping tape across the seam. Neat and tight, just professional enough to look like any other delivery. From the outside, there was nothing suspicious about it at all. Just another box sitting on a sidewalk waiting to be grabbed. He thought through the geometry of it one more time. The box was tall and narrow. Anybody picking it up in a hurry, the way porch pirates always do because they don't want to get caught, would almost certainly grab it the natural way, sideways, tucked under one arm, or held against their hip while they jogged back to wherever they came from. And that motion, that tilt, was exactly what was going to set off the chain reaction. He carried the box downstairs that evening and set it down in the exact same spot where his real package had disappeared. Same sidewalk, same angle, same bait dot. Then he walked back inside and waited. He didn't see it happen. There was no security camera angle that caught the actual moment. No satisfying slow motion replay of dirty oil exploding across some stranger's car seat. But the next morning, when he checked that spot again, the box was gone. Just like that dot, no package waiting innocently on the sidewalk. No oil stain where it had been sitting. Whoever took it had grabbed it clean, the same way they probably grabbed his real package the day before. He stood there for a second, picturing the scene that almost certainly played out somewhere across the city. Somebody snatching the box in a rush, jogging back to their car, tossing it onto the passenger seat or into their lap, feeling that little thrill of getting away with something for free dot, and then the tilt. The slosh. The sudden, horrifying realization that something wet and dark was spreading across the seat. across their clothes, across their hands. Used motor oil doesn't smell pleasant. It doesn't wash out easily. It stains fabric, it stains carpet, and it absolutely ruins a car interior if it pools long enough. He imagined the panic, the swearing, the frantic scramble to figure out what just happened and how to clean it up before it soaked any deeper. He couldn't know for certain. It was the same person who took his original package. There was no way to prove that. But honestly, it didn't matter to him one bit. In his mind, every single porch pirate in that city was cut from the same cloth. Every one of them deserved a little dose of karma, whether it was the exact same thief or not. There's something deeply satisfying about poetic justice, especially when the system itself can't really help you. The cops weren't going to chase down a $25 censor. There was no real path to getting his money back or catching the culprit through official means. But sometimes the best justice isn't about punishment through the system. Sometimes it's about turning the tables in a way that fits the crime perfectly. The thief wanted something for free. They got something for free. They just didn't get what they expected. It's a reminder that karma doesn't always come from some cosmic force in the universe. Sometimes karma is just a guy with an empty oil jug and a good sense of humor. If this story gave you a little bit of satisfaction, go ahead and smash that like button. And let us know in the comments, have you ever gotten revenge on a package thief or pulled off your own bit of petty justice? We want to hear about it. Subscribe for more stories just like this one, because trust us, this won't be the last time karma comes knocking.